Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of Dr. V's Motivational Monday. Reminder, this is a video series on how you can become a more self-regulated and effective learner no matter the place or time or location that you are attempting to learn. This week, we're going to talk about something that will be bound to be beneficial for you as you move forward, and that is how to take good notes. We're a few weeks into the semester at this point, and understanding content is really important for overall success. That's where notes come in. Notes become the bridge. They are the bridge between listening and learning something, and they are the bridge between hearing something and actually eventually understanding it. So let's talk about why you should take good notes. First, it's going to allow you to capture key concepts. Regardless of how you're learning, if it's an online class, if it's a Zoom class, if it's an in-person class, having an opportunity to take notes will allow you to capture the key concepts important to that day's lesson. If you are watching, for instance, a video lecture, the material in the screen or on the screen is what the instructor has deemed most important moving forward. And so make sure that you're taking notes on those key concepts. Second, taking notes is actually going to help you boost your memory. Yeah, we can listen to something and understand it eventually, right? But taking notes is going to allow you to paraphrase it into your own language and keep it locked in your mind. The last reason we should take good notes is it allows us to stay organized. Organization is something very important to the overall success of any learner or individual. If I'm not organized, it's much more difficult for me to accomplish the various tasks set before me during my day. So, let's talk about then, how do we take good notes? One of the things I hear most often from students is that there's too much information, and that means that you need to learn to be selective, not exhaustive. What you're doing is not writing down every single thing you see or hear. You're focusing on the main ideas, the key terms, and writing examples and connections that you're going to be able to use to keep that locked in your memory. I would also recommend using abbreviations or other shorthand to take notes faster. For instance, you noticed on this screen, I used arrows to signal something. That was a shorthand that I could use to allow me to keep things more condensed and still get my message across. Remember, notes just have to make sense to you. So as long as you understand what the abbreviations are, you'll be fine. Third, highlight and review. Use colors and underlining and other ways of changing the typeface to allow you to emphasize key points. And then I highly recommend going back to your notes occasionally and reviewing the information. Make sure that when you are taking notes, you are also putting things into your own language. If all you do is write down quotations and words verbatim from the textbook, that's not helping you understand the actual concept. Last, ask questions. As you're writing notes, if there is something you don't understand, make sure you write the question down so you can seek clarification later. I want to provide you two really awesome note-taking techniques. The first one is Cornell Notes, where you'll see the page is divided into 3 different sections: a narrow left-hand column for cues and questions, a right-hand column for main notes that answer those questions, and a summary down at the bottom. You'll do this by taking notes as you're listening to something and getting it onto this page. You could also complete what's known as mind mapping. This is a visual representation of your notes where the central idea goes in the middle and you map off of it with various sub-branches that include different. I do not want to tell you which method of notes to use. I want you to explore different types of ways that you can take notes, because really, like I said, notes need to take or make sense to the person who's taking them. Prioritize your own sense making over other requirements. That is everything for this episode of Dr. V's Motivational Monday. Don't forget, you can have a say in the content that is coming out. Scan the QR code to leave your voice on different future topics.